So, here's something you might not know. The Bible has some interesting contradictions. It's like when you're reading a book and you're like, wait a minute, that doesn't quite match what I read earlier. Yeah, the Bible's got a few of those moments too. And no, it's not just about the big themes, but some of the details are, well, let's say, a little off. For example, let's talk about the genealogy of Jesus. In Matthew, we're told that Jesus is descended from King David, and his family tree is packed with kings. Sounds like a royal bloodline, right? But then, Luke comes along and says, hold on, I've got a different story. Luke agrees that Jesus is from David, but his entire family tree? Totally different. It's like they're both talking about the same family but with completely different branches. Awkward family reunion, anyone? Now, let's dive into the birth of Jesus. Was he born during the reign of King Herod, as Matthew says? Or was it after Herod, as Luke tells us, when everyone was taking a census? I mean, that's a pretty big difference, right? Was there a census or not? Was Herod in charge, or was he already out? Someone's timeline is clearly a little off. Speaking of Jesus, let's talk about the whole betrayal thing with Judas. Matthew says Judas got 30 pieces of silver for betraying Jesus, and then he threw the silver back in the temple, feeling guilty and hanging himself. But wait, Luke has a different take. According to him, Judas didn't hang himself. He fell headfirst into a field, and well, things didn't end well for him. Different endings, same Judas. Couldn't they just agree on what happened to the guy? And then there's the resurrection. According to Matthew, when Jesus rises from the dead, it's a big deal. There's an earthquake, and the tombs of many saints open up, and people are walking around in the streets. Luke, though, he's like, nah, no earthquakes, no saints wandering around, just Jesus appearing to some people and chilling for a while. So, did the earth shake or not? Was there an angel choir, or was it just a quiet, peaceful moment at the tomb? These are just a few examples of the contradictions you'll find in the Bible, and honestly, it's kind of hilarious how different the stories can be. It's like they're telling the same story, but they each have their own twist on it, making sure you never quite get the full picture in one go. So, grab your popcorn, because the Bible's plot twists are just getting started.